As the Bills have 2nd and 4, they bring in Ty Johnson, who had a touchdown last week. The former Jet has the first. It's the second game, Tony, with Joe Brady as the offensive coordinator. See what he sends in here on 2nd and 10. There's the pass to the rookie tight end, and Kincaid falls forward for about 9.
This has got to be a quarterback sneak. I think I know someone who's pretty good at it.
Look at this. They're already tipping it off as Murray is behind Josh Allen.
The extra push by the running back probably got it for him.
And he's going to have it. What is this guy, number 17, who has a 2nd and 7? He'll toss it over to Cook. Red moving in on him, and that's going to be about a half-yard short. Okay, they're going to go right up the middle, and they get it with Murray. 3rd and 16.
It's a tough call in the defense. You don't want to give up the first down, but offensively, just get the first down or just get in field goal range.
There's the pass. Incomplete.
Love the simpatico there. Back to Jim Nance.
All right, thank you, guys. As they complete the pass to Devontae Smith. First down from the 42. Hurts thought about loading it up, now takes off. Oh, nice cut. Down to the 25. And a big gain for the first down. Then he hands it off to Gainwell into the secondary. Gainwell down to the 2-yard line. Poyer saved the touchdown. 1.5 yards. And they're already going to their trademark play. Hurts. Powers. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Second and 5. Now he's looking for Diggs. Nice catch. Stefan with the grab.
Great coordinators like that, great guys like that. That system will stay in play with the nuance to the new guys who come through.
2nd and 2. They've got the first down as Kincaid makes the catch. With about 3 or 4 yards to spare.
They're 172 last year. That's a major difference.
That's massive. Here's 3rd and 10. Stepping up. Keeps it. Might spin for the first. He does. Just so hard to bring down. 3rd and long's already won. Surrendered on this drive. Can the Bills do it again? There's the pass. Kincaid. Good stick by Byard. And he only picks up a couple. 48 yards for Tyler Bass. Kick is long enough. And it is good. A.J. Brown has not caught a ball. Again, coming off a very quiet Monday night. Hurts. Look at this up in the air, and it's taken away. That is the Bills with a takeaway. Number 20 on the season. Terrell Bernard ends up with it. Will it just be a field goal attempt? Or can they extend? Allen from the pocket. On the run, has his target inside the 10. That's Gabe Davis with the catch on 1st and goal from the 9.
Quarterback's legs.
He's got it. Straight ahead he goes, and he powers across again. I mean, it's like we haven't seen anybody like this since the early years of Big Ben Roethlisberger. Watch Von Miller. He's standing up on the near side, coming in on this passing down.
We talked about it last week, still getting his footing, but he's starting to come on, I feel like.
Pushing his tackle back. It's 3rd and 6. Floyd chasing after Hurts. He throws it incomplete. 3rd and 7. Good time for Allen. Got a man wide open. It's Shakir with the catch. All the way out near the 40-yard line. They take Diggs off the field. He's not in. 3rd and 9. Pass to Sherfield, incomplete, and no flag.
Yeah, right when you say it.
Yeah, well, but it's not for much. Sets up 4th down. They need 6 for a first here. Allen got it away, and it's caught by Diggs. Oh, it looked like for sure they would get to Allen, and Diggs takes a seat on the bench. 2nd and 2.
Got to be a legend to throw your last pass, don't you?
Here's the pass.
Wow.
That's Gabe Davis hanging out on the sideline inside the 10-yard line. Here's the 3rd and goal, 16 yards away, and it's incomplete. Here's the kick. Pass. Oh, wow, that was never close.
How huge is the non-call on the horse collar now? No points. 98 Carter.
Here's A.J. Brown trying to get to the sideline, and he does. 1:17 to go in the second quarter. Here's Hurts. Slips out of Von Miller's attempt. Taron Johnson chasing him out of bounds near the 40. So they've gone out of bounds on the 2 snaps. Still able to preserve the 2 timeouts with 1:08, Tony. Oh, mishap. A mishandle on the handoff, and the Bills have recovered it. It was Gainwell who bumped into the quarterback, and Buffalo has an opportunity before the intermission. 2nd and 10. Gosh is going to take off. Will redirect inside the 20 and falling on at the 16-yard line.
Quarterback's legs again. 4 guys on one side, Jim. 4. Bring it back. No one goes in motion. It's zone. Work somebody out over here.
3rd and 6. Pass at the goal line. Caught for a touchdown. Diggs has it.
They're going to go here and here on the outside. He's going to try and step up and get under.
3rd and 14, Julio.
Oh, that was an interesting call.
Wow. Goes nowhere. Taron Johnson was there. As the defense makes an immediate stop to open up the 3rd quarter. There's the pass to a wide open Gabe Davis. And he's down to the 46 of the Eagles. He actually slept both Monday night, they got it about 4:30, and Wednesday night on a couch in his office. Sirianni. Here's 2nd and 10. And that goes to Shakir.
You got to get everything started. You're almost a day and a half behind, and that can hurt you in areas like 3rd and 4.
Here's the pass back to Shakir. Stays in bounds for an extra yard or 2. A first down for the Bills. Need to get to the 20 for a first. Pump fakes the deep ball. Instead, hits the defender in the back. That was Ricks on Davis. His last one was blocked. Good from 48 earlier. This kick. Sailing, and it's going to be wide right.
Got to get outside. There you go.
Swift taken off. Hyde trying to find him and trips him up. 3rd and 2. Keeps it. Throws it. Caught. Stole. Down to the 4-yard line. He still got it. Throws to the end zone, and it's caught by A.J. Brown for the touchdown.
They were all over the inside run. This whole drive was the adjustment of this Philly staff. You got 5 O linemen, 4 D linemen. If this guy stays out of the box, you can run.
He's going to keep it. He's going to have the first down as he is dragged down by Morrow. Super Bowl 52 to help squelch the comeback attempt for the Patriots. 1st and 10. Shaking off the sack. Finding Cook. Good catch this time. He's got open room. And Cook is finally shoved out at about the 27-yard line. And again, that play in part due to the fact that Josh Allen just cannot come down with one arm on him. Ty Johnson on this 2nd and 6. It goes to Johnson. Oh, he slips through a tackle. Looked like he was going to be stopped for a short gain. He got another first. Sets up a 3rd and 11.
They've been great on 3rd and long today.
Here they come blitzing. Stepping up. Going to try to run for it. Dodges one defender. And he's in for another touchdown. He sidestepped Blankenship and has rushed for his 2nd score today.
Get to those edges because they can't blanket the outside and stop them.
And 2nd and 6. Got hit when he threw it, but open is Smith. Devontae Smith cuts back. He's got a huge gain on his third catch of the afternoon. Pressure coming in by Floyd. Hurts is going to run for it with plenty to spare.
There's only one guy back at safety.
Here's a 2nd and 5. It's Hurts going for the end zone. And right there with the catch for the touchdown is Devontae Smith. Got to snap it. 2nd and 8. He's picked off. It's Bradbury with the interception. Here's a 3rd and 15. Hurts looking for his second option. Pointing, planting, firing to the end zone, and it is caught! Oh, what a play for the Eagles! Zaccheaus brings it in for the touchdown. That's this game and the next game. Otherwise, they're under 500 in December. Here's the throw down the middle. He's got Gabe Davis. Across the 40.
Don't try and do too much here. Extend with your legs if you have to and buy time.
Backpedals to the 30. In trouble. He's not going to get away this time. Brandon Graham got to him first. And then Reddick helped close the deal.
I'm seeing signs of life. He is not back yet, but he's right up here. We'll see if he turns it on. This is about the time of year where they're going to need him.
He's been close once today. Here they come in on Hurts. He's going for the home run ball. It's only Buffalo back there. As Douglas had a chance to get the pick, he'll force the punt. Pass intended for Smith.
If Buffalo loses today.
If Buffalo loses, Tony, they would drop to 10th in the AFC. First down carry. Nice cut by Cook. Cook picks up 11. Taking it from under center. That's jumping outside this time with Cook. Ellis is on him. He's got another carry for 10 plus. Murray straight ahead. Slips through tackles, and Tony, that's 3 straight runs for over 10 yards. Leishman, by the way, put Josh Allen over 300.
Great call.
To Diggs. Blocker ahead. It was Davis. Diggs slices up the middle to the 12-yard line.
Joe Brady.
It's 3rd and 4. Down 4. Here's the pass up top. Gabe Davis has the touchdown. Big game. Gabe does it again.
This is a very challenging defense structurally to go against in the pass game the whole drive.
They pick up the blitz. He's able to go up top, and the ball is caught. Good job with the hands by Brown. 1st and 10 with 1:21 to go. Open. AJ. Another first.
They won't give up a touchdown there, but these guys inside will be tighter.
2nd and 4. Pass to Smith, and they're in field goal range. 2nd and 15. It's right there for him, Tony. You saw it. So did Hurts, but Oliver crashed in on him.
Good job not being up here, no screens. If there's a screen, it'll be outside. Oh, there's quarterback's legs right up the middle.
There's Hurts, and they stop it first with a flag, and 5 important yards going against the Eagles.
There's a lot of checking going on. He's trying to tell everybody, but watch Kelsey. Just flint.
They rush 4. Hurts from the pocket, throws, and it's knocked down. It's going to come down to a 60-yard attempt.
Oh, here we go. Go ahead, take this one, Jimmy.
59 yards. Lovato to snap it to Mann. Elliott puts the toe on it, and the kick is good! Oh, what a kick it is by Elliott. He drilled it. Here's Josh on 3rd and 9. Guns it. Caught. Davis. First down at the 40. So now you got another 3rd and long. Allen on the run. He's got room. He's got the first.
Sherfield has come in for Diggs multiple times today, and it's kind of hurt with a couple of the miscommunication.
It has not worked out. 2nd and 10. There's Cook. Slips through a tackle. And tries to get to the 40. It's going to be another 3rd and about 6.
Right by the quarterback's legs.
Roughing the passer.
Boy.
Defense number 41. It's a 15-yard penalty added to the end of the play. First down.
That'll take the football all the way to the 26-yard line.
And you've got...
Morrow.
It's a really close call. I'm... A little acting job, a little bit of...
Diggs has Blankenship on him at the bottom. Here's the pass down the field for the win! And Davis and Allen with a little miscommunication because Davis had separation. Pass from 40 and the kick is good.
That's like a target he broke. But I'd also want my target to be the 3-yard line.
He's going to keep it.
Great play call.
And he's going to run for about 9.
Got to watch the quarterback's legs again here, but their normal thing is to motion across. I think it's got to be a play action time for them.
There is your play action. There's your pass down the middle, and it's caught for a big gain by Devontae Smith.
This is where you fake this, and then he comes out and uses his legs.
Here's the pass. Smith with the first down. He was wide open. First and 10. Here's Swift. He's got room. Swift slips through a tackle, and he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
This would be a backbreaker for Buffalo fans, and this would be the pedigree of championship teams.
There goes Hurts. Hurts to the end zone, and the Eagles have won it in overtime.
That's the championship DNA we were talking about all game. You could be behind on yards, on plays, and they still win.